Good afternoon, ladies, and happy Friday. Oh my God, it's been a while. I have been so busy just tagging along, doing what I need to do business wise. But today I have a word of the week for you. That word is cognitive dissonance theory. This is the term coined by Leon Festinger. What he said is that people had consistencies in their body, and that when other people are speaking to someone else, that they were able to see inconsistencies, right? In other words, it's the revelation of mental discomforts when there are two conflicting beliefs, right? So you would be saying something, but your body is disagreeing with what you're saying. If you've ever watched interrogations, you would notice that when people lie, they don't make eye contact, or they have a different tone, or they try and turn away or look away, or they won't make eye contact. That's their behavior being one way, but what they're saying is something completely different. So this is a good way to find out too about people in your lives, right? A lot of times we buy things that people say, but unconsciously for me, my spirit, I guess, sees the inconsistencies in people. I don't have to be a prophetess to know that someone is not being truthful with me. So, cognitive dissonance theory. This is the inconsistency, the discomfort that we, the people who are talking to you, can see when your behavior and your beliefs do not match up. In other words, if I'm saying, yes, I love you, but I can't look you in your eye, I can't look in your face and say that I love you. Or if I asked you a question, hey, did you go to school today? And I do this with my clients all the time. I ask the kids all the time, so how is school? They were like, good. As long as I'm not looking at them, good. I'm like, okay, you didn't get in no trouble at school? And they like, no. For some reason, they just, I don't know what this little thing is that they do, but they definitely won't make eye contact with me. And I'll say, are you sure you didn't get in trouble at school? She was like, then they start explaining. No, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't ask you that. I asked you, did you get in trouble at school? Well, it wasn't my fault. I said, did you get in trouble at school? And so it's so hard and so complicated for them to answer that question. And some of them, the ones who just refuse to speak when they know they're in trouble, you can see the reaction on their face that, yes, I did get in trouble today, because they can't sit still. They twitching, they turning, they just all kinds. Listen, y'all know this is Heels Church, so baby, let me just give it to you the way I want to give it to you. Women, listen to me. Stop letting men tell you whatever they want to tell you and you not challenge it. There are inconsistencies in human beings, right, that they cannot hide, they cannot cover up. They cannot, right? The only reason why I say that women get away with this is because men do not pay attention the way that we do as women. Women, we can tell, oh God, I really don't want to say that, but I want to say that. If we are away from our guy, right, by the tone of his voice, we know if he slept with someone else. I'm just being real with you. That's the real honest truth of the matter, right? If we ask you a question, we know. Women, you know when a person is not being honest with you, right? And that speaks to your maturity level. So if you're allowing people to come back and forth into your life and just tell you anything, that's proof that you need a pacifier. You want somebody to pacify you. It's all about the attention that it gives you, and has nothing to do with the love or respect or the push that you need to be productive and to grow. So while you're not walking away from those type of relationships, you're not growing at all. Anything that does not challenge you It doesn't create that space and that ability for you to grow. Cognitive dissonance theory. If you say one thing, your body language and everything else better match what you say. Practice what you preach. Your speech and your actions ought to line up, right? That's somewhere in the Bible. Your speech and your actions should line up. You shouldn't. Okay, I'll give you an example of cognitive dissonance theory. Listen. Well, I can't say that because Peter didn't know. Okay. But anyway, assume that Peter would have been accused again. You're going to deny Christ, right? After he had denied him the first time. As a matter of fact, I let me go back. Yes, the second time that he was asked, right? Weren't you with Jesus? He's like, no, I don't know the man. He gets angry and he wants to fight, right? If you're saying you don't know the man, and it's true that you don't know the man, why is your body language in an aggressive stance? Why is it that you feel that you need to prove something in your behavior? Because if it's truth, if it's any truth to what you said, there is no reason for you to be angry. There's no reason for you to raise your voice. Listen to me, guys. Pay attention. Pay attention. Listen, I know that this is a hard time to have sustainable relationships, and they go to friendships, all kinds of relationships, all nature of relationships, right? But it's better that you have relationships that are divine and that are within your purpose and your destiny than to be in the midst of people and things that are going to intentionally cause you to trip and trigger. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody is perfect. Yes, I get that. But if a person can blatantly look in your face and lie, listen, I don't have to be looking at a liar to know a liar is a liar. The tone of your voice changes when you lie. You get fidgety when you lie. And I love the ones that try to look you dead in your face and say, I don't have to lie to you. Well, why are you doing it then? You know, that's cognitive dissonance theory. Your actions, your behaviors do not line up with what you're saying and what you say that you believe. I love y'all today. Listen, I'm sorry it took me so long, but baby, listen, it is Friday. Free Yourself Friday. So, you sitting around this weekend, you talking to your friends or whatever, you ask them something and they inflating the story or deflating it because they lying, you need to go ahead and cut their relationship short. I love you guys. I'll see you again in the next couple of days. Have a great one. Bye.